What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Big up every single one of you. You know what? Well, since we're dual streaming, I don't really need to introduce you. It'd be weird to introduce you in your own channel.
You can still do that. You can introduce yourself.
There you go. All right, so hey, everyone, round of applause for our special guest, Jacob.
Hey! Surprise,
hey,
it's me.
Natural.
I would also say maybe introduce yourself as well, just for my audience who doesn't know you. But they can find the link to the Casually FC. They should
talk about me all the time.
A little too much, if you ask me. But this is Marshall, and I'm Jacob. There you go. How's that
Jacob,
for intro?
Casually FC, Jacob, Marshall,
Hi.
United Spurs of America, Marshall.
Hi, everyone.
Big up every single one of you, wherever platform you're watching, whether you're watching on Jacob's platform, United Spurs of America, or if you're watching on my platform right here, Casually FC. Big up every single one of you. Smash up the like button, subscribe to either channel. Jacob, what's the next milestone for you, bro? What subscriber count are we trying to hit?
Just whatever one I was at before everyone started unsubscribing.
Okay, let's get back to wherever.
I think 6,420, and right now I'm at like 17 or 16 instead of the 20.
Okay.
People fluctuate. They're like, I hate Ange, I'm unsubscribing, and then they're like, actually, I like Ange again, then I subscribe, and then.
Oh, look at that. Big up, Jordan. Big up for 3-month membership for United Spurs of America. Look at that.
Come on, Jordan.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Well, to be fair, Jordan's been a supporter of the channel for longer than that, just on Patreon as well.
There you go. Oh, look at that. And to go support Jacob on Patreon, you guys know what to do. Check out the links in the description, whether it be on Jacob's channel, my channel. Smash the like, subscribe to the channels. Check out the memberships as well. It's a great way to support either channel. And yeah, we're here to talk smack, obviously. Last time we streamed together and previewed the game, it was kind of like a therapy session. It really was. But now Jacob is a reformed man. He's found peace in the last 3 weeks. He's feng shuied a bit, as I can tell. And yeah, I mean, how has life been for the past 3 weeks of no football, no Spursy football?
It's not 3 weeks yet, but I would say
almost 3 weeks.
Calmer. I've ingested less and less of YouTube and ingested more and more of series and like movies and stuff. I watched a really messed up movie yesterday. I would not even tell you the title on air because I don't want anyone to watch it and be like, oh, that guy told me to watch. No,
I bet you Chris already watched it.
I'm just curious. I've seen some fucked up ones, sadly.
It's up there. I did skip, do the little 5-second skip ahead through a few parts.
I skipped scene too, so maybe I don't know.
Chris is
I'll say
begins with an F.
individual.
Well, in an effort to, direct my thoughts elsewhere from the horrors that I saw yesterday, I'm getting ready for the horrors that I might see on Thursday as well. Because,
There you
but
go.
I do feel less like we're gonna get stomped, and more that we're gonna put up a fight. And if it's good enough to get a draw, that might happen. I could see something like that happening. You guys have, fluctuated as of late, as
Not
per,
wrong.
what I've seen from Chelsea fans, specifically Casually FC. But I'll say this about the international break. I miss that beautiful girl when she gone. But God damn it, when she's around, she makes my life hell. So, yeah, I hate it when you're gone, but I don't like it when you're near.
Like, I mean, this time around, your squad is a lot more prepared than last time. In terms, by that I mean, I think you have a lot more
I
players
mean, they
fit.
got their main keeper back, I think, this time.
Chris. So
We do.
last time we did this, it was a very, very clippable. You know what? Surprisingly, Jacob, I didn't get demonetized for that one. So big up. We need to do.
Everyone
we need
act
to go
like
harder.
pussies online, like, don't say fuck on my channel,
Don't
and then
say
they all
cunt.
get demonetized. Like,
Yeah.
who do you want advertising? Fucking Teletubbies or, Manscaped, man shit. So,
Man, shit.
yeah, I don't know who be putting ads on
Chris be
y'all's
saying
videos.
cunt all the time, man. So that's how I know I'm not gonna get demonetized.
Maybe it's because of our accent. We say it too American. You gotta say that word in an English accent, and then that'll get you demonetized. I don't know.
It might be that. It could be that. Who knows? But yeah, you guys are more fit than you were before, right? You got your Vicarios back. Kuti and what's his face, Van der Ven are more fit now than they were back then. They were just coming back from an injury. Who are you actually missing? Like, if anyone at all?
Kulusevski, Danso,
That's
and then
actually a big
obviously Dragusin.
Yeah, that's a big.
But I mean, when
Dragusin's
Dragusin's
a
out
player.
there, it's like, yeah, when he is there, it's like Tottenham. Sometimes I wish you weren't there when you are there. We miss you. You're not here, but I'm not really in a hurry for you to be back either. I do miss Danso. I think Danso's a good little defender as well. But those are the last two I've heard. Obviously, the press conference, with the manager confirming
It's
or
tomorrow,
denying
right?
who's going to be there. I believe it's tomorrow. Yeah. So we'll know more then. But you gotta think. I'm actually trying to find the last time that we played. But I'm actually looking at your league form, and you've lost 3 out of the last 5. So that's kind of nice, because we've only lost 2 out of the last 5.
Isn't the last 2 games you played lost, though?
A draw and a loss.
I thought it was lost.
It was loss, draw, loss, technically. So 1
okay.
point out of 9 in the last 3. And for you, it's 6 in the last.
I mean,
6 out
we've
of
been
9.
up and down. We picked points against like Southampton, Leicester, and all that, but against Arsenal and trying to think of the other team as well, we dropped points too. But
Villa, Brighton,
Villa, that's it. Yeah,
City.
yeah, of course, yeah, Brighton.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't been in the
Two
best of
midi
forms.
teams facing against each other this Thursday. Then, except for one team's top 4 and one team is like 15th.
There's just, for me as a Tottenham fan, anytime we play Chelsea, outside of that one time in 2018, I've never really had a lot of joy ever. Doesn't matter how good we've been, doesn't matter how bad we've been, or how bad y'all have been, or how good y'all have been. It's always kind of a one-way script when it's Tottenham versus Chelsea for some weird reason. But, I'm hoping someone bring that big balls like they did for Delhi. Delhi at the bridge in 2018 brought the big balls. And you know what happened? He went in front of
Balls were ruptured.
That's the last time we won at Stamford Bridge. It was about 7 years ago.
I mean, the way you is very suitable for the library that is Stamford Bridge. Not the,
Where did
No,
Tottenham
I'm
finish
definitely
this season?
taking
I
jabs
forgot.
at my own freaking fan base. Not that I can complain.
do you
I'm preaching to the choir. I don't know what I want, Chris.
No, sorry.
I just want to win.
I thought putting
You
myself
fucking
on mute.
cunt.
My dog was jumping at me.
I mean, Prime, what do you think is going to happen this game? Listen, I know, I feel like I know your answer, but Is there any part of you that has any hesitations? We'll call it.
No.
Well, he did hesitate just now.
He did hesitate there. That's about.
There's a
that's about
hesitation.
it.
No. I mean, even Chelsea's biggest problem, which is Sanchez, like we saw when we played earlier in the season, right? You guys got 2 goals and you still lost. So, I'm not worried. It's Spurs, bro. Like the only attacking quality you have is Kulusevski. I look at your defense.
Even
You know,
then, he's injured.
You've got Kinky, Pedro, Bang Bros, and 2 back shots, bro. Your defense is just
Bro,
a
Kinky's not
walking-
gonna play. Don't
I
worry
mean,
about
they
the
got
King of
Van and
Kink.
Romero too.
All right,
Hey,
don't worry about the
Spence,
King
man.
of Kink.
Hey,
Jet
Kinky,
Spence.
Lucario, Mickey can't defend. Who cares, bro? It doesn't matter.
Huh.
Said gents, man. He's gonna play.
Well, you know, some would say that you needed 2 pins to beat us.
I mean, yeah, I mean, but some would
that's
also
not our
say that
fault.
you're Spurs. So
Well, you know, Dele Alli would say, "Shut the fuck up." And hopefully we have someone with that Dele Alli essence
what a trophy,
about
what a
them.
I don't think you do.
what a trophy.
I don't think we do either. You know, I maybe Tell or Odebert, aka Oda Squirt, aka the French Pele. Maybe they got something up their sleeve, a little brag. It's just we don't have that guy anymore. That's like a Dele Alli or even Eriksson. You know, those are the
I
2
mean,
guys
even
I think that
Son
really
died
made
off
a
too.
difference when we actually did win at the bridge. What was that?
I mean, even Son's died off the season as well. You don't have him. Really.
Yeah, what's Son up to these days, bro?
Yeah, he's slowing down. That's all.
Is he picking up daisies on the pitch? Nice.
Does that answer anything?
Hey, listen, I gotta respect Son because the other day.
No, I really like the player, by the way.
I love the player.
Yeah.
The other day, we were thinking about some of the best dribbles I've seen from a midfielder, and obviously Son's never was a midfielder. Well, maybe he may have been a midfielder for country, but like obviously you can't forget like the Son run. You know when Son made that run
Versus Burnley,
Against-
you mean when he won the Puskas?
yeah, versus
When
Burnley.
he dribbled the entire length of the pitch like it
Yeah.
was me playing FIFA versus Marshall.
But we're talking about we're talking about. I think we're talking about. No, we're talking about just players in general from back in the day. And Zuma came up, obviously, because Zuma had that run, didn't do anything with it. But the Sun was one that came up, but we're talking about midfield, so I couldn't bring it up. But yeah, I mean, what has Sun been up to, actually? Like, what? So, listen, I don't watch Spurs. Usually, I mean, if there's any season to watch Spurs, I don't think this is the one. Just because of how low things have gone for you guys. But you know, I'm not trying to banter. Is he been playing more of a striker role? Are we still trying? Are you guys still trying to like put in a shift with him in left wing? Like, what is now that you have more players back? What has been his role in the team with Ange?
Well, it's kind of been fluctuant, as you know. Like we've played him through the middle. We've played Tell through the middle, then Tell off the left, and Son through the middle. We tried a couple different combinations there, but we didn't actually have a fit Dominic Solanke. So I think Solanke's going to start. Son would be on the left, and he's been kind of in the beginning of the year. He did a lot of the like overlapping runs, kind of hugging the touchline, if you will, and letting the fullback invert and occupy that space where he likes to curl it in. And then, you know, towards the middle, like now-ish era of the season, he started drifting more into that side of that corner of the box where, you know, he likes to operate. I don't think he's been as bad as it looks from the outside or as bad as it sounds from a lot of the wah-wah. And I'm sure you're familiar with the wah-wah. The Wham Wham Brigade.
Just where every time.
That's correct. There's also the Costco guys, which
Weenie
is
whiners, bro.
Yes, but they're also the like, I'm a real fan. I told you, chicken bake boom. You know, it's like I got facts behind my chocolate chip cookie.
That sounds
it's the
more
Costco
like this.
guys. remora, where you just suck too much dick for me to care about what you got to say to me.
Yeah.
You know, watch-alongs were a different
Just
vibe.
Costco every time.
Costco guys, yeah, the Costco guys, and then there's also the Chicken Little FC, which is the sky's falling. And for me, if the sky hasn't fallen yet, at this point, it's not going to. We're just existing, and I think people have trouble with that. So Son is just existing, and like Jordan said, 16 GA in the Premier League over 26 matches for a regressing Son, a Harry Kane-less Son. Don't forget, he was the Robin to the Batman and Robin little duo, the historically, statistically highest goals duo in Premier League history. So shout out Son and Kane. But you've seen in the last 2 years without Kane, he's not the same player. Now, whether that's load management, age, or Kane being gone, the main maestro. Again, you got a world-class player like Kane next to you, that's taking a lot of attention off you. You take that attention off him, you place it on Son, that's a lot different. Pressure causes different fish in the sea to die or to thrive. And I think he's just kind of finding how much pressure he can have on his shoulders. And, something we've lacked this season is leadership. And he's a large part of the reason why we're lacking that, I think. On the pitch, there's times where he starts to hang his head. Cuti Romero did the same thing where he started to hang his head.
Is that still like...
Our leaders are not real leaders. James Madison fucking pouting on the bench when we go up 3-1. Like, who the fuck are you, dog?
I mean, since your players have been coming back, and mind you, you're still in Europa and all that stuff, has that still been an issue with the whole leadership thing?
Yes. Away form has been atrocious. We lost 1-0 to fucking Alkmaar, which sounds like a city in Saudi Arabia, if you ask me. Alkmaar. But it's in the Netherlands, and we've shown that if there's 10 people at Tamworth, which I Googled it, they don't even got a fucking zoo in their little city. It's outside of their city. Yeah. My high school stadium seats double the capacity. I think it was like 1,500 people could fit there, some shit like that, or else it's a fire hazard. So this little high school we went and played at, there was 10 people outside the gate saying, "You're a shit, Ollie Watkins." And guess what? Brennan Johnson proved him right. He is a shit, Ollie Watkins. And then all the other players they talk trash to all look like bozos out there. It took us 120 minutes to beat a team you can't find in a fucking video game. So away form is a big indication of the lack of leadership to me, to answer your question. And being that we are at home versus Frankfurt first, and then we go away to Germany, aka Schnitzelville, aka Lederhosen Town. Bro, they're a different breed out there when you go start playing in those stadiums. They got fireworks and shit shooting at you, flares, acting like a goddamn Titanic survivor. You know what I'm saying? Out there in Germany, they be acting different. See, Ahmed would say something like that because he's never had 4 of those in his life, let alone 1. But congratulations, Ahmed, you played yourself. Because I don't think that there's a hell that they would force any person to withstand what Ahmed has on the screen right now.
Jacob, Ramadan just ended. Eid was, I think, yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, bro, acting different now.
You have Ahmed wiling out, bro. Once Ramadan's over, crazy, bro.
Yeah, we know what his computer was doing right whenever it was time to break, and have some Eid.
Yeah, if
you could just take that comment off the screen, I'd be a lot happier of it. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
that's
once
great.
He broke his fast, it was crazy. But yeah, Jacob, how well, that comment is so frying me.
It's
with the Ange, right? Where do you kind of stand with things? Like, do you think if you guys get knocked out against Frankfurt, you're playing in Europa, do you think he's gone then, or do you think he'll get to the end of the season?
I've always kind of felt it was towards the end of the season that it would happen. And the reason for that being that we were still in 3 competitions when a lot of the noise to sack him was the loudest. And the noise hasn't gone anywhere necessarily. And I've always said this, which apparently means I'm in a cult and I'm an Ange sexual. But I've always said I understand why people want him to be sacked. Like the league form, we've never allowed a manager that amount of leeway in the league form. Now, Daniel Levy dropped a statement yesterday, or he talked to some other fucking rich dude in a leather chair talking about, if we win Europa, we still get in the Champions League, and that's our goal, that's our target, yada, yada, which it's really like pulling teeth to ask this guy to say that we're trying to win something. And he finally fucking admitted it. Shout out R. Kelly. But it's one of them things where I'm waiting to see what we actually look like away from home. If we go to the Bridge and we look confident and we have something about us, then I might have a little bit more confidence going away to Schnitzelville. If not, bro, what's to separate Tamworth from Alkmaar from Schnitzelville?
Pause. No one heard what he said.
What'd I say?
Marshall, did you not hear what Jacob said? Chris?
No, I
Just
must
me.
have missed it. My dog's being weird. So.
Wait, Marshall, you heard yes or no? You didn't hear when he said shout out.
No.
No, I'm not crazy. You said shout out.
I don't know what you're talking about. You have to go back and hit a like and subscribe on the video. But what I'm going to say is this about Ange, whether we advance past Frankfurt or not, I'm not saying that we need to sack the manager. Whatever people want to say about me because of that opinion I hold, I'm perfectly fine with that. It's just for me, you get the fucking chosen one, the special one, the Jose Mourinho football heritage. I am Jose Mourinho. And we can't fucking
not to,
done there.
Not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
No one speak when Jose speak. That's just I mean, I'll tell you what. When he was manager of Tottenham, that was some of my most free flying fandom. I don't know. I just felt like we got such a good manager in, and we fucking did him wrong. And then we can't get the managers that we were trying to get, so we end up getting Nuno, and then we did him wrong. Which, look at what he's doing now.
But did you do Nuno wrong, or was Nuno just the wrong manager in the wrong time?
I think we did Nuno wrong, and Harry Kane was a part of that because he down-tooled. He didn't want to play for Nuno.
Wow.
Yeah. He didn't fucking show up. He was twerking for Man City until they signed Holland that summer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah.
And then he returned, and then he was like, I'm still trying to get my fitness back. And then he comes back and was just walking around the pitch like, I will slap him in the mouth if I seen that in person. But I think the players, they did it to Poch, they did it to Jose, they did it to Nuno, they did it to Conte. They haven't really done it to Ange. The club normally, and there's been rumblings of that, Ange's training is to this or to that. But I'll say this about regards to Ange's training and fitness and all that. And if you're into fitness, how about fitness digging your mouth? How about that? And then also, if you got a problem with what Ange is doing, you should have a bigger problem with this medical department, because this medical department for a long time has mistreated players. Now in the summer, we got rid of our head of medical.
Didn't Kuti come out and say something about that?
We got rid of our head of medical in the summer, and then Kuti comes out and was like, thank you, Argentina, for helping me rehabilitate and get out of that rough moment, aka that shit that, the other people who are paid to do it weren't doing. And, it's just another indictment on our club. Romero's been full of them this year. Indictments on our club. He says there's no reason we shouldn't be up there competing. It's just the club doesn't financially and systematically back the way that it should, and the way that these other clubs do that do compete for these things. And Levy coming out talking about, we spent 700 million and blah 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 blah. But what the fuck did you spend it on, bro? I'm talking about 55 for Brennan Johnson. That's a waste of money. I'm talking about how much ever you spent on the team.
Top players this season, he's done better than
This is the Welsh biasness.
No. I'm pretty sure
Johnson.
I'm pretty sure he's even scored more goals and your striker.
Name any like if you named any winger, I would take them at this club over
No,
him.
I get that, but like I'm saying,
Any
you paid
winger in the
55
Premier League,
million
bro.
for Solanke too, and he's only scored what 7 goals this season.
Jesus, fucking
Bro,
Christ.
his goal scoring is just to get there. The only thing he does well is get there, which if that's all you need to do to succeed in your job, then your job's making it really fucking easy for you. And that's what the system does. Like Ange Postecoglou, let's remember, at one point in the season, we scored the most goals out of anybody in the league with a front three of Timo, Brennan, and Dominic Solanke.
See, yeah,
pretty good for
why
Dominic
with stuff
Solanke.
like that. That's why with stuff like that, right? Earlier in the season, I was defending Ange because I've been saying for years, since Jose got the job, that Spurs don't have a good squad. You barely have a good 11. That people can keep blaming these managers.
We've got that
Jose,
Jacob in
blame
high
Conte,
school academics.
blame Nuno.
I did enough to get by. I wasn't trying to
Yeah,
excel. I just did enough to get by. How much do I need to do to just not get my parents mad at me? That's what I'm going to do. And that's what we do. And the fans are the parents. But unfortunately, these parents are fucking like Marshall Mathers' mama in the trailer park.
Funny. No, but like I keep saying, like you guys don't have a good squad. You barely have a good 11, and that's been the case since Jose. And people will blame Jose, he's finished. People will blame Conte, he's finished. People will blame Nuno, and people are now blaming Ange. But the thing is, though, because the record with Ange has gotten so bad, it's tough to keep defending him. However, if Levy had done what he had done with previous managers, Ange probably should have been sacked like a few months ago, and this record wouldn't still be as bad under Ange anyway.
Well, I'll tell you
that really, yeah.
I was just gonna say, well, I'll tell you that doing that, we didn't win anything doing that, so we're not winning anything right now. So what? It's just almost like, all right, I need to do this task, but there's a wall in my way. I'm gonna walk into it over and over. Okay, well, clearly that doesn't work. And then we're like, maybe if we lay on the ground and then roll around it, we'll get around this wall to get to the task. And then we're like, we're not rolling fast enough. We're not getting it done fast enough. Stand back up and just walk into the wall some more. It just, neither one's working, but why not do the thing that's at least slightly different, which is what we're doing right now. And that's why I don't really have a problem with it, because I asked for this in the summer. I said, when things get tough, I don't want to see us pussyfooting and start pulling the plug on something that I've never thought that Ange was the revolutionary transition. I love talking shit, saying he's our Moses. He's here to lead us out of the desert and into the promised land. But realistically, is when we signed him, he was our fourth option manager that we had been denied by 3 other individuals, and we wound up at Ange. So I said, my expectations are pretty much nothing. My expectations are to just hang on to it, even though it might not be comfortable. And let's just see what happens. And last year we had a great first 10 games, and then the rest of the season was 50-50. This season's been mostly 50-50 and less on the 50 of good, more on the 50 of bad, but not in all areas. Like I was on a Spurs show and they were asking, well, what has actually improved under Ange? Ange has gotten us closer to any final than any manager since Jose. Ange has also, what's improved year to year. We got bounced out the first round in the Carabao Cup. We were 1 match away from the final this year. FA Cup, we got bounced out the second round. I think we got bounced out the third round this year. Second, there was no Europe last year, so any Europe is an improvement. But last time I was in Europe, you know what else? I got bounced out round of 16 in Champions League, and before that was Conference League, and I got bounced out of that because of COVID. And then I also lost to a manager who was in fucking jail, and I also lost to a team called Pacos de Ferreira. What the fuck is a Pacos de Ferreira? That's not Ange. That was Conte. I believe it was no. We lost to a team in Dinamo Zagreb. We were up 3-0 on or 2-0 on aggregate. All we needed to do, just see it out. And a dude had a hat trick on us while his manager was in jail. And it was embarrassing. I think that was under Jose. And then under Conte, we lost to teams like Pacos de Ferreira. So I'm looking at it like, number one, we haven't been as shit in Europe. Yeah, we've had some embarrassing results, but we're still in this motherfucker with 2 teeth. And in the other 2 aforementioned domestic competitions, we gave it a hell of a, well, not the FA Cup, we didn't really give a hell of a run. We fucking went extra time with Tamworth and then lost to Villa. But we care about, oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off. So there's minor improvements. It's just the league form has been absolutely atrocious. And people are upset about it, and rightfully so. I just don't think that going wham about Ange Postecoglou necessarily solves anything or creates an atmosphere that is a growing and adaptive atmosphere. It just seems like more of the same wham. The same bullshit I heard with Poch, and now they're all twerking for Poch. The same motherfuckers going, win, punch out, get him out of my club. We're never going to win anything. And now they're like, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we had Pochettino? What he would do with this team?
I am not.
And it's like, shut the. I am not a clown. Exactly. That's a bro. And he's got a free ticket to the biggest dance in the world. At the show, at the town, the biggest ball. He's got a fucking ticket, VIP. It's in his shit. Bro's living in America where, you know, as long as you don't say the wrong thing in Spanish, you can stay. For now. Well, was that you interrupting me on my immigration policies?
No, that was me just having an awkward moment about Pochettino in America right now.
Oh, yeah, because you want fucking Steve Cooper, who, by the way, is still in Cancun with his feet up, playing
Good
fucking
for him.
Football Manager on an iPad.
Good for
And that's
him.
who you
He's probably
wanted.
doing a better job. Listen, the less we speak on Poch, in America, the better. What are you saying, Chris? You sound muffled while you're getting kidnapped right now.
Sounds like
What?
he fell out the window or something, yeah.
Is it muffled still?
No, it's
you're
good
good
now.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like you could be speaking about him in like a year's time anyway. So
Oh, cross that
Yeah,
bridge when we
and
get
to
there.
me, I have zero patience for the Tottenham fans being like, Pochettino, shut the fuck up. I've got more patience to hear them talk about Nipple Man, who can't fucking hang on to a 2-0 lead, who can't hang on to a 1-0 lead, but oh, he's so much better than Ange. He playing 1 game a week and can't even hang on to some fucking leads. But we're talking about Ange is such a bozo.
Who's Nipple Man? I
Areola,
don't wanna
you know,
ask.
that part of the part of the nipple, areola. I'm actually
I need a
excited
light
for
bulb
if
sound effect in this board.
dude,
God damn it.
if we do
Because knowing Jacob,
sign him,
that could
I'm
be
looking forward to
anything.
saying areola's out. Areola out, baby. I
Listen,
can't
Nipple
wait.
Man, knowing Jacob, that could be anybody. So
It's
Yeah,
fair.
I
It is
thought
fair.
that was a new
could
name
be.
for
Could be it.
Ange.
No, Ange is your
Oh,
dad. Ange is the father of you all.
What do you mean by that?
Ange be fucking. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Or Ange isn't Ange married?
Yeah.
Can't be.
Don't mean you ain't fucking. I'm married. Do you think I stopped fucking?
I don't know how to dignify that response because you have kids. However, knowing what you're like, Jacob, I mean, I don't know. So I don't have to respond to that. Sometimes
But-
maybe yes, sometimes maybe no.
But basically my point in saying all that is I'm more comfortable hearing the arguments for other managers that aren't named Pochettino because as far as I'm concerned, Ange has won just as much with this club as Poch did.
Wait, but you wouldn't take Poch back to the Spurs if you had the
No.
opportunity to?
Why?
No, even if he was unemployed right now, no.
Would you take
Why? What the fuck did he do for me?
Bro,
Go
the
jump
amount
final.
of glazing and defending you did for Poch last season, gaslighting me into thinking it's the older players. Oh, Poch got you to a final. Poch got you into Europe. Blah, 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 blah. All this just for you when you had the opportunity to go back to the X. You're like, nah, I was just trying.
It's different circumstances because number one, go back to the ex that fucked your rival. So first of all, no, you just got dirty dicking. I ain't trying to fuck with you. And second of all, I'm a petty motherfucker. I don't give a damn. I don't give a shit if you only kissed them. You got dirty lips on your lips. I ain't gonna kiss them lips. Kiss you on the forehead. But that's about it.
But Jacob, what you can do with Poch, you can clean him.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Just let him manage USA, the best manager that USA's ever had in the history of our nation outside of George Washington, and we'll be all right.
He is not the best manager you've had. Poch is not the best manager you've had.
Name me a better manager than Poch in the history of the United States.
Bruce Arena.
Jacob, you have to let me.
Oh, shut the fuck up, New England Revolution merchant.
Okay, Jacob, you're gonna let me finish what I have to say. Don't interrupt because I know what you're gonna interrupt.
I'll try.
But
Yeah. Jacob and interrupting aren't.
Regardless what you want to say, Poch lost a semi-final, and the last guy won you trophies. That's all I'm gonna say, bro.
He also lost semifinals, by the way. And he also kicks his wife, and it's official on record, validated, confirmed, admitted to. He abused his wife with his feet.
Yeah, John Terry's also a racist.
Berhalter.
Oh! I thought you.
Oh yeah, but John Terry's also a racist, bro. What we doing?
Who?
John Terry's not the manager for the United States of America.
Yeah.
John Terry's won trophies for Chelsea. So
I would say, in a sense of like ranking horrible things, verbal racism
on, Jacob,
is not as bad as physical violence to women.
Okay, no, I know. But all I'm saying is, like, has any other managers won you guys trophies?
Yeah.
Okay, they're also better than Poch.
Huh? Poch has literally had one opportunity. It was the first game back after a long break, and these American players don't give a fuck about anything. LeBron James of soccer acting like a dickhead.
So your players don't care about
truth.
your greatest ever U.S. manager.
No, no, because Pulisic is too busy saying, stream my documentary on Paramount Plus about how Silver Spoon fucking kid from America people were saying that I'm not good. And it's like, shut the fuck up. What is this whiny bitch fest of a documentary?
So the greatest ever U.S. manager couldn't say to Pulisic, you know what, if we win this final, more people will watch your documentary. Sounds like Managerial.
Well, I would say, he's too busy fucking lobbying to Trump to attend the games. So
all I'm saying is, if a woman beater, a wife beater, they were married. If a wife beater can win trophies with the U.S. squad, why can't the greatest ever U.S. manager do the same? Marshall, thank you.
I mean, Poch will probably do it soon.
He will. It's inevitable.
Wait,
hold
on. We need to clarify. What is Poch going to do soon?
Win trophies with USA.
Not the World Cup. I'm talking about other trophies.
How long is his contract? Poch? How long is his contract?
Through the World Cup.
Until the end of the World Cup.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it's
next
infinity.
trophy he has is the World Cup, right? That's the next competition.
No, I think he's.
Well, they're going to give us a trophy if we make it out the group stage, which we did the last World Cup.
He's got gold cup to bottle.
Oh, gold cup. Oh, okay, cool. He's not. Did the last guy, did the wife beater win that gold cup?
Yeah, he did. Well, actually, I think it was the interim. It was the guy who they were like, because the wife beater's brother. This is how great USA soccer is. The wife beater's brother is the president.
More than me tonight.
He's the president of the USSF, which is the United States Soccer Federation. The president of that is in charge of who's the manager. So when it comes out, the evidence about him abusing his wife when they were younger, and he was actually a professional soccer player, and he was kicking his wife with the utensils he used to earn them a living as well. So that, it's almost like the hand that feeds is also the hand that slaps you. But wait, what was the question?
The hand that feeds you,
Never
the hand
change,
that slaps
Jacob.
you is crazy,
Never
bro,
change.
Jacob.
I forgot what we were talking about. He's a piece of shit.
Gold cup.
I don't give a fuck what he won.
No. Hey, listen. I agree with you, but my point is, if a wife beater can win these trophies with the US, you know, America. Why can't the greatest ever America coach do it?
He hasn't had enough time. Plain and simple. That was like his fourth game in charge. His fourth or fifth game in charge.
That's not many. I can't lie. That's not many games to really.
It was like his fourth or fifth game in charge, and he's been in charge for like 6 months. 4 or 5 games in 6 months is not enough time to build anything, and they look like they don't know what the fuck they're doing out there. Because, you know, again, implementing a new way of playing is, and Poch is having to adapt as well to the international stage. It's not club football.
I remember people saying that about Poch when in March at Chelsea. However, so the Gold Cup, is that enough time for Poch to go in? The Gold Cup?
Yeah. What do you mean for him to go in? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
For him to win the World Cup, yeah.
But even if he doesn't, I'm not sacking him before the World Cup because fuck it, bro. We're not going to get.
There's no point. Yeah, there's no point.
I don't know. I'm not saying sack him, but Jacob's saying that he will win a trophy, and I'm like, what trophy?
I think what he's done, Poch over his career, in a sense, is like their biggest like coach as well, for sure. Like name wise.
Hey, big coach.
He is the biggest name in US.
Yeah, like I've never heard anyone like this big gone to US.
Yes,
Klinsmann was the other big one. But that was a play as but that was as a player.
Yeah.
It wasn't as a man. He didn't come in as a manager. Like, oh, I mean, look, how he's ruining fucking Korea. So,
okay. I just don't get why Spurs fans would want Poch.
Materia, was Klinsmann more decorated as a manager at that point? I just remember when we got Klinsmann, it was like we got the player. I don't know.
No, because Poch won.
But he was also a failure as a U.S. manager.
Poch got Spurs all the way up into a Champions League final, which is kind of a medal of honor.
That's not a trophy. That's not a trophy.
No, but that was really big for Tottenham.
It's a medal of honor.
It's a medal of honor.
A Champions League final and Tottenham together, that's mad.
It's not a trophy, but you get like a little, hey, we'll honor you for this one.
He came second.
Yeah, he came in second place. Yeah, second place trophy. There you go.
We've got a few of those. We've got a few of those trophies under
the medal of honor.
I can't lie, a lot of Arsenal fans are shitting themselves in case Tottenham do win it though that day.
And he won a trophy at PSG, which I mean that's a given, but I think that's more than what Klinsmann can say.
Anyway, fuck Poch. I don't want him at Tottenham. We spent way too long talking about Poch,
bro. I can't believe you don't want Poch after all the shit you put me through.
Dude, been there, done that. Been there, done that.
Jesus Christ.
Been there and done that. For where y'all were, I saw. But Marshall,
you know what?
Marshall,
I kind of want to go back and
hear me out.
Do that again.
I understand you're upset at my stance on him coming back to Spurs, but the thing is where y'all were at. Y'all had just cycled through some shit and you were trying to get out of this transitional phase. And I always saw Poch, much like I saw Ange, as a transitional manager. I saw him as a transitional manager for Chelsea. I see Ange as that transitional manager for Tottenham as well. Because when you are systematically doing something vastly different than how you used to do it, there's gonna be that uncomfortable period. That's a year, 2 years. And that's why with Ange, I gave him a 2-year grace period. It's next year where if we don't, if the first 6 league matches,
is a long time, but yeah.
Well, I understand for y'all fucking win a trophy and you sack your manager before he can finish his beer. But from my standpoint, I haven't had 2 years of a manager since Pochettino was my manager. So that's why I think people do this like reminiscent, this. Oh, I remember when Poch was here, I could fit in those pants and I had more hair on my head and my wife still loved me and my kids didn't think I was an alcoholic. And it's like, you're still all those things. Like, to me, I just don't see why people, they glamorize it. You know what I'm saying? It's like something someone told me, you know, it's like your parent passed away, right? And now you have a kid, so you're like, oh, I just wish right now my mom would take the kid, but she can't because she's not here. But in your head, you tell yourself she would have. This moment, and this moment in time, it would have. She would have. It would have all been. It's like this. I forget the phrase for it, but it's like it's not cognitive dissonance. It's some kind of like separation where you tell yourself that this thing is a saint just because it's not around anymore and you don't have it to measure it with your stuff currently, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just
So
can't,
it's like-
I can't remember the term.
It's
either.
like Poch could do no wrong with us, but when we had Poch, it was fuck Pochettino, Poch out. Chel's gonna clap them cheeks tomorrow like a bongo drum. Damn.
Huh?
I do like me a bongo drum, and when you got them fluffy cheeks there, bro, sometimes they need a little pat. Them bubblies, they need some of that little pappity. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh shit, bro. I mean, okay. I mean,
He did.
let's
Climbed up the table, got into a final, 2 finals, right?
Wait, are we still talking about Poch?
Sorry, the comment you had up, I read it and then reacted to it. Sorry.
Okay. Listen, Jordan. Cooking versus trying to save a dish are two very different things. I think towards the end of his Chelsea tenure, he was trying to save the dish because he left it in the oven for too long. And it was burning like Jacob's cookies. And he was like, fuck, let me get this out now before they really burn. They'll be somewhat edible. They'll be shit. It'll taste like bricks in my mouth, but I'll at least be able to eat them. I'm not going to waste food.
If you promise me filet mignon and then you end up giving me a grilled cheese sandwich, I mean, food is food, but you promised me one thing and you gave me another.
But did you die?
I almost died.
You're playing in Europe. You're playing in European football. That's something Poch got you.
Oh,
You're
my
welcome.
days, bro.
All right, we're not talking about Poch, but I could do this all day.
You know what Poch also should have got us? Champions League football.
He definitely should have.
I don't know about that. Y'all were kind of shitty.
Yes. No, we were shitty. No, you're right. And why were we shitty?
Because you had just put a bunch of players together and said, go figure it out. And Poch was like, I am not a clown. And then they were
But
like, we
those
don't know what
same
we're doing.
players-
And he's like,
but they-
but I am
I
not
am
a
not a
clown.
clown.
But those same players were.
I am
figuring
not
Was
it
that
a
out.
in
clown.
sync? Was that literally in sync?
I mean,
Yeah, it was. It was.
Oh my
little.
god. That was crazy. Yeah,
Guys,
you
guys,
got
it's
that
fine.
shit down pat.
Yeah,
Holy
guys,
crap.
it's fine. Keep gaslighting Marshall. Yes, it was in sync.
I am not a clown.
Yeah, that just sounded off to me. All right, yeah, whatever. Let's all right, fine. So we want to stay away from, and bear with me, guys. I'm like on and off with work right now. In terms of like the game, right?
yeah.
We talked about Spurs. We talked about Poch. We talked about Ange. I think it's time for the Chelsea fans to kind of give our perspective of what's been going on. Listen, Jacob, not much has changed since we last spoke in terms of like the fan base. It's still really toxic. These guys, are still angry at Chelsea. They're bored with the way we play, booing at the stadium, with the boring football, despite not losing and stuff. I feel like if Jacob was a Chelsea fan, he'd be pretty pissed off at the Chelsea fan base. Probably more than me, to be honest, just because of where we are on the table.
I don't know, man.
Listen,
I don't know. It's again, it
you're
reminds me
pretty
of like
pissed off
Christian
and got drunk.
Pulisic. Motherfucker been eating off a silver spoon his whole life, and the first
Kinda
second
what-
he eats
yeah.
off a wooden one, he's like, "This doesn't taste right, mommy. I need my warm milk." And it's like, that's what y'all kind of remind me of. I ain't gonna lie, because my whole life, y'all have been fucking winning shit and never happy. Y'all won, and then you're not happy, and it's like, bro, you won like 3 months ago the Champions League, and y'all are like, yeah, but fuck this motherfucker. And it's like, and
Yeah, wait.
and Chelsea was good to do it, and then y'all keep being successful with it. And so it's like, who's to tell y'all were wrong to do it? I'm not saying that because, like, but if I was groomed, not in the R. Kelly way, but groomed not in the dog way,
That's the
but
second
like,
time you said his name on this stream, bro. Crazy.
this is the year of information or some shit like that,
The year of
or
data.
amalgamation. I'm not sure, but what I do know is, from my perspective, I'm just like, you spoiled sons of bitches. I'm over here eating
That's
PB and J
kinda
for
where I'm
dinner,
at,
and you're
yeah.
like, rotisserie chicken isn't good enough, Dad.
See, I
Okay.
told you, Chris. I told you.
Yeah,
I
Chris.
mean,
If he
everyone
was a
keeps saying
Chelsea
that,
fan,
but-
he'd be spewing
No,
fire.
no, because I might be,
Out of
I might
anger.
be
Wrong
silver
landing
spoon
club.
fed. So then I might be
Nah,
acting
that's
like
also a good
Pulisic.
point, yeah.
I might be like, I deserve more, Daddy. You didn't give me enough.
Jacob,
I
say
need
we're
more,
so-
Daddy. My
You
credit
say-
card account is not fully bumped up, daddy.
You say we're silver spoon fed, but
Yeah, Roman Abramovich been feeding you that silver spoon Russian goulash.
No. It's not silver spoon. We're just upholding the standards, bro. It's not being silver spoon fed.
Your standards are silver spoon spoiled child level. I understand. Uphold keep being spoiled children. I understand. That's what you've been, and they've reaffirmed and validated it. I understand.
Hey. We don't want to be broke and homeless like you lot.
We're not broken homeless. We're just trophy not having in a long time.
Just locked out of their home right now.
We're not broke.
You know what Spurs are?
We're not broke.
You know that
we just didn't profit as much as we profited last year, but we still profited. What the fuck you talking about?
You know that guy that spends all his money on like the fancy car and the great looking designer.
I got the Bugatti outside the trailer park. Is that what you're saying?
But in his home, but when he's at home, he's
how many people fit inside of the bridge? How many people fit inside?
But at his home, he's eating off of like salty. At his home, he's eating off like.
Can y'all even build a new stadium? Or are they like, no, this is too rough an area and Colbingham or whatever the fuck?
At his home, he's eating off like saltine crackers and noodles, bro. That's what you.
We're over here at Colbingham. We can't build a stadium though. Yeah, big club build stadium wherever the fuck they want.
Yeah, I said build
big clubs also win Champions
I'm just talking. Yeah, well, we got there, and guess what Poch did? He Pochettino'd.
The glorious Pochettino that we should have kept last year. Yeah, okay.
I think one more year of Poch would have done y'all some good. Yeah, and then get a guy like Maresca's a fantastic coach for what it's worth. I think he's a good coach.
Thank you.
I think y'all have got a good squad. I'd take a lot of your players on our squad. However. Again, you're like, Daddy, my RC car doesn't go faster than Tommy's. And it's like, why do you give a fuck about Tommy's RC car?
What?
Because the RC car in this.
I've got to go because I've got another stream to get to. So
yeah,
I just want to
Jigger's got to wrap up too. Go ahead.
This game. Oh, how long until we wrap up?
Oh, I don't know. Well, Jacob, whenever you're ready, whenever you have to go, just let me know. Obviously, we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, I'll go for like another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'll wait then. But yeah, Spurs. It's gonna be beautiful, man.
I mean, in terms of Chelsea, though,
I'm a little bit worried about like, okay, is Cole Palmer even going to be playing, or like a Jackson going to be playing?
He was training. Nani Madueke was training. Jackson is eligible for the game.
I don't think they'll start though, unless they get rushed in the start.
They will.
You think,
bro?
They probably will.
No, because they've been training.
I think we need them. I think we need them.
There's been no game for like 2 weeks and stuff because they didn't go on international.
3 weeks, pretty much.
Yeah, so they've got to play. Like what we rest.
I hope.
Actually, no, you're right, Chris. We should rest them for the more difficult game against Brentford that weekend. I heard that.
No, because like they got Romero back, they got Van der Ven back.
You and Jacob's laughing.
I'll tell you this right now. I don't blame anybody for any Chelsea fan when they play Spurs and they're like. I don't blame you.
Yeah, but we're not that good right now.
Dude, since I've been supporting this team, even beforehand, it's like I knew what Chelsea was before I knew what a Tottenham was. And since I've been supporting Tottenham, like I said earlier in the show, it's never good. It's never good, except for that one time with Dele Alli. That was good. Need me some Dele. That was good. That was, when you're reminiscing about fucking 7-8 years ago, it's been a rough piece of shit time lately.
I have the OG song.
You never beat us, really, so.
Okay, fair enough. I'll do that.
But
that song, by the way, Marshall, can you send that to me? Because I've been trying to find that on Twitter, and I
have the OG one. I have
what
the song.
Hands in his pockets. Fuck you.
That's the song.
No, not that one. No, not that one.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I don't have it.
Jacob, was that you singing?
No, it's AI bullshit. It's no, of course it was.
Don't lie. Do not
bro,
lie.
You think I can sing?
You got a voice of an angel.
You think I can sing? That's hilarious.
Don't even try. No, I've heard you. I've heard you.
You've heard me sing. You just played a clip of me singing.
Yeah,
pretty much.
You also have like musical instruments and stuff. So
my wife's. She's the musician.
Because Hussam said it was you.
In the arms of the angel. That's all you get from me now. Come on.
Hussam said it was you. So
that was rough.
No, that was some AI bullshit, dog. I don't subscribe
Yeah.
to killing the rainforest in an effort to have fake artificial bullshit. Save the rainforest, you fucking bastards.
Speaking of rainforests, Chelsea's recent form. Yeah, it hasn't been great. I
You
won't
think
lie to
Jordan's a
you.
bomb?
I won't lie to you. It hasn't been great, but it's I don't know. With the international break, I feel like a lot of players have cleared up their minds. I feel like a lot of players who maybe had some knocks and knacks over here may have recovered from that. So and obviously this also applies to Spurs. That doesn't apply to just Chelsea. I do feel like Chelsea will be up for it. I do feel like we will, step up to the occasion, which Jacob has alluded to already. I think we'll get a result. I'm not.
RSM
The
is
thing-
12. If I was 12, I'd hold that opinion as well.
The thing is, though, it's like I don't know. I don't know. I don't. We're at the bridge. We're at the bridge. The only thing I could possibly see is that the players literally just don't show up, which I doubt is not going to happen. Because
Almost could be
now we're
Scotty
now
was
we're
a
dealing
star,
with a more.
like,
I'm just thinking like now we're dealing with a much more fully fit Tottenham than before. But even with this fully fit team, like have Tottenham been?
LeBron
They've been
James.
better, but have they been a lot better? Better enough
No,
to
like
try to get
the last
into
9 the last
10th
3
place?
games they've only got like 1 point, right?
Yeah.
Like it's shit versus shit in a sense of form wise. Like we've been a bit up and down. We've been beating teams like Southampton and all that.
Let me
And
look at the standings.
who did we just beat as well? Like in our last game, did we? Yeah, we won. No, we lost our last game against Arsenal. But yeah, like we just been up and down the last 5 games.
If
I just don't want us to be too cocky because we could
yeah,
mess up.
I
We could
understand.
I can see Sanchez messing up. I can see Colwell messing up. If Jack, I don't know, like Jackson's first game back, he could miss a good chance or 2 as well. Cole Palmer, I don't know what we'll get from Cole Palmer. Hopefully, he's great. Like last game he did play against Tottenham, I thought he's pretty good, but yeah, I don't want Chelsea to be too cocky or nothing in this game, or just not up
if Everton managed to make Liverpool drop points, which is very possible, that is a derby as well, and Liverpool haven't been in the best of form recently. And Spurs lose. The Spurs will be tied for, well, not really. They're ahead in goal difference, but Spurs will drop down to 15th.
They are
Same
15th.
amount of points as they're in 16th or 14th right now.
Oh.
Same amount of points as West Ham.
Are you saying that we could use the troops meme? You're 15.
Where is it? Where did I put it? What the fuck?
I don't know,
Where
man.
did Oh, here we go.
You're proving my point. No, you're proving your point. We're fucking 15th. It's on the. We're 15th. We are 15th. So.
Jacob, please give me a reason to use that.
We're 15, so.
They are joint
Marshall,
15th right now.
Marshall.
It's just they got a good goal.
If they end up
Everton,
15th,
please.
Marshall, if they end up 15th this week, I will make an edit and I'll send it to you.
You know
Who
what?
are Everton playing?
Pardon?
Who do Everton play?
Everton play
Liverpool.
Arsenal on at this week.
No, Liverpool.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
they
mean,
play Liverpool
they're-
midweek,
they're
but
fine,
they
man.
play
Tottenham play
they play
14th.
Arsenal at Goodison Park this weekend.
I mean, Tottenham have a good goal difference considering how low they are. Like
Because
12.
Yeah, because they score goals, dude.
And the reason why they score goals
It's because
is
when we
because
win
they're-
big, and when we lose by small. Unless it was that one time versus Liverpool.
By small people.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Yeah. I'm just,
Are you lying?
I mean,
Are you lying?
I'm just saying.
Are you lying?
Also,
Is it,
Wolves beat West Ham,
also-
so the
Yeah, it's helped you a
football
bit.
god's looking out for us a little bit. There, come on.
A little bit.
By the way, and this is Ange's second season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say Jacob, like I don't know, like what do you expect from Ange next season to get Tottenham, like, or would you get rid of him if he doesn't get there? Like, where would you expect Tottenham to be? Because obviously this season it's just fucked, right?
Yeah, I
like,
was kind of going to ask that. Like, what happens next season?
because surely that might be his final season if he doesn't really succeed or something, like get like top 6 or something at least.
I mean,
Good job, United.
I see it a few ways. Which means we're gonna go above United if we win versus y'all. So come on now, talk to me nicely. But in regards to next year, I'm still letting Ange write his story before I write him off.
Write his story.
Write his story, baby. Write that story, and I'm gonna read it to my children at bedtime.
So translation,
Bro,
pants,
if
bro.
okay, this isn't no goddamn traveling pants of the sisterhood shit. I'm talking about we
Write your story,
have a chance
girlfriend.
in Europe. If Ange is able to win Europa, that's something a manager ain't done at Tottenham for 40 plus years.
That's
so
huge, yeah.
if we win Europa,
No, you're not wrong.
I would advocate to fucking keep him forever.
Yeah.
Would you make him a
Fuck it,
statue?
forever.
Would you make him a statue? Would you make him a statue?
And I'm getting him tattooed on my goddamn body.
Okay,
Where?
then?
Right fucking here. I saved the spot right there underneath the flying pig. Because guess what? Like the flying pig, he ain't supposed to be flying, but goddamn it, here we are.
Did you get Andy's hands like I know on the pig's hooves flying with the pig?
I'm gonna get him fucking lifting.
just-
I'm armpits. I'm getting armpits. Bro, I've never seen us lift a trophy that ain't in the fucking preseason. And you're telling me if Ange wins Europa, that I'm supposed to be like, get him in my club. There's weird because a lot of Tottenham fans are saying that even if he wins Europa, I don't want him next year.
that'd be
And it's
massive
like,
for Tottenham.
it's like I get the fact that you're upset with where he's at and where we're at right now, but also if you're 40 years and younger, you've never seen European heritage from us. But you just did with Ange, and now you want him gone. It's literally. It's honestly why I've been streaming so less. I don't even enjoy most Spurs fans anymore. They're just fucking.
No,
pussies.
I feel like a lot of Tottenham fans should be definitely grateful you win your Europa League. Like even Arsenal.
I
winning
feel the
that,
same
win
way with Chelsea fans sometimes. I don't know. I have ups and downs. Sometimes you guys in chat exhaust me. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Sometimes you guys in chat exhaust me. And if I was a Spurs fan,
To be fair, sometimes you be waffling and they need to cook your ass. So
all right,
I agree with the
Just-
chat in this regard.
Just because you said that, you get a yellow, sir.
Oh.
Sir.
I might have to get that. I might have to get that red.
That is
as soon as I
dissent.
get-
That is
That's a
dissent
straight
right
yellow?
there. That is a yellow. That is
No,
a yellow.
I don't think so, man.
Listen, someday I just said I'm up and down. Sometimes I fluctuate. If Ahmed was here and he said that, I would have been a red.
No, you would
I
get
would have been a red just because Ahmed loves to waffle. But okay.
But
Listen-
if we don't win Europa, and it's not likely, like
Yeah.
I don't have confidence we make it past Frankfurt. I don't have confidence
Frankfurt are a
who
decent
we
team.
see. Who we see after that, I'm not even sure because I haven't looked that far ahead because I refuse to. But if for some reason we make it to a final, I'm fine with Ange next year. However, if we lose to Frankfurt and we meander in the table and finish, kind of where we're at now or a spot up, I'm fine with sacking him too. I'm fine. But my thing is, let's remember where we were before Ange. We got rejected. A hat trick of rejections.
You did.
And then we wound up with Ange, much like how we did with Nuno. We just rejection, Nuno.
But that's why I'm like kind of surprised to hear people say about like Areola, for example. Like, why would Areola want to leave for Spurs? Look at what he did with Bournemouth.
Well,
Why
first
wouldn't
of
he wanna
all,
just stay
he's
and
a
continue his
naive,
legacy?
uneducated piece of shit. Needs to go back to Spain. That fucking idiot, not even a coach, fat, mouth breathing, hands in his pockets, fucking Neanderthal on the touchline. He can do whatever. Yeah.
Fuck you!
Fuck you, Areola. Exactly. That little pussy. He had a 2-0 lead versus a bozo manager from Australia. Can't even hang on to that like the idiot nipple merchant paella eating motherfucker he is. And guess what? The next Premier League match, guess what? Guess what he does? And don't worry, there wasn't a game in between the two Premier League matches because God forbid they play more than once a week, which they don't. But you know what he did? Failed to hold on to a 1-0 lead. That ignorant piece of shit, fat piece of shit, stupid son of a bitch, Areola. Jacob's still glazing Ange. That's not glazing Ange, it's reality. It's if I am a solid 3, why would I think I deserve a 10? Bro, Spurs fans act like
You got to shoot for the stars, land on the moon. man.
okay, I get it, but
Actually,
let's have
that's
some
not how it goes.
realisticness.
It's just
You try and
shoot for the
act
moon,
like
land
you
on
can
the
walk
stars.
into the street and pull Margot Robbie. That ain't gonna happen, dog. It ain't gonna happen. Even if you're a 6 or a 7, dog, it ain't gonna happen. So these motherfuckers, they're like, Ange come in here and he's not pulling Margot Robbie. Like, seriously, he's a piece of shit. And it's like, whoa, it's the second year and we're not winning everything. It's like again, Premier League form, I get it why you don't want the manager here. And I can't really deny. I'll go back to Coventry game. When we almost lost to Coventry, Jed Spence, for me, saved Ange's job back then. Early rounds of Carabao Cup. We could have fucking got bounced out by Coventry, who are a decent side, but by no means a side we should be losing to no matter what fucking injuries we have. So with that, you know, again, it's not like Ange is perfect. And I've been very critical of him, just like I have with Son. And when I'm critical of Son, the Son fans say that, oh, I'm a piece of shit, and I turn my back on Son. And then I'm critical of Ange. They're like, but you don't want him out, so you're still sucking dick, and I don't get it. There's no winning, and I've learned that. It doesn't matter if I say he's stupid, fat, arrogant piece of shit, naive. He's not a manager. He'll never crack it here at the top level in English football, where English is just the best, but we haven't won a World Cup since the 60s. You know, like Tottenham's first European trophy, which was the first English club to ever do it, by the way. You can all fucking hold that. Yeah. But my point being is this. Ange is not perfect, but Spurs are further from perfect than Ange is. And if anyone thinks that Ange or Jesus Christ himself are supposed to come in here and make us look like Real Madrid, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry if it hurts. Sometimes you just got to be told, buddy, you should wear a helmet. You run into things with your face. But, you know, as far as I am personally concerned, make it to a European final, I'm fine with them next year. You don't, I'm fine with you leaving. I'm fine. I'm actually fine with whatever happens. Even if we fucking, like, I'm just fine with it. I've accepted it, I guess. Because, again, it's clear. Like, I will give criticisms of Ange as well, you know. It's clear that this whole non-adapting thing, as rigid as I love to be, everyone in the Alamo did die. And I love to remember the Alamo, but they died. And that's why we remember them. And I feel like Ange is kind of done that a little bit, which I liked it. But it was clear that, you know, at this level, there needs to be some minor adaptabilities to your system, to the way that you go about things, in order to sustain. And he admitted it in a interview that came out today from Optus that, you know, in hindsight, he probably should have approached the beginning of the season a lot differently, because he didn't realize how big of a tax it was going to be all with the 4 competitions, all, you know, in succession, and how many games they were playing, that he kind of underestimated the toll that would take. And to me, you know, hey, what's wrong with a man who knows when he's done wrong? That's just a mistake that needs to get fixed, and it seems like he understands it. Does that warrant him getting a chance next year? I think it's still to be determined, as in TBD. Not yet. Yeah, to be determined. So for me, I'll put it like that. You make it to a final, I'm fine. I'm fine with you getting another go at it next year. But if not, you know, if you can't even make it to a final whilst we look like that in the league, then maybe we should look at someone elsewhere. But this whole nipple man thing, it ain't gonna get the job done. Because you know what he is? He's Diet Postecoglou. He's Coca-Cola Zero Postecoglou version. He does. They do the same high intensity shit. They do the same. He got a whole bunch of injuries because of the way that he do the shit. And they were playing one game a fucking week. The goddamn cherries.
You don't like Areola?
No, he's an idiot. He can't even hold on to a 2-0 lead versus us. Fucking stupid, naive piece of shit. Hands in his pockets. He was probably looking down in that fucking interview. And that's why he couldn't hold on to a goddamn 2-0 lead. And then versus Brentford, which Brentford, they concede more goals than us. But let's twerk for Thomas Frank. But he's gonna, Thomas Frank will fix us. Hey, Jude, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear no goddamn Beatles song.
Well, you said that Areola is just like a diet Ange. But if he plays like Ange, surely you should rate him because you rate Ange.
No, because if we sack Ange for Iriola, I'm doing what everyone did to Ange.
No. I'm talking about as to your agendas aside. I'm talking about you personally. Do you actually rate Iriola?
How could you not? I mean, look what he's doing with fucking Bournemouth. They're a joke.
Right.
I've never known them to be a
Cool.
serious anything, and he actually is getting them to. So I do think he's a good coach, but my agenda will force me into. It's actually not that. It's my pettiness. It's not agenda.
No.
It's
I'm
too petty
I just wanted
to allow this.
I just wanted to know your actual opinion. I just wanted to just self.
No, so my actual opinion, all satirical nonsense aside, he's a good manager. Yeah, but he's a fucking idiot. Couldn't hold on to a 2-0 lead, the bozo. Nipple man. Needs to go back to Spain and enjoy the beautiful weather.
From my understanding, it would be a sideways move. Is kind of what like I'm getting from Jacob. Like it wouldn't change much of anything. You already have Postecoglou. Wow. I mean, you might as well be a Postecoglou. You already have Postecoglou at home, man. But
that's funny.
All right, let's wrap it up. We'll do predictions and then we'll call it. Jacob, prediction.
And this is my optimism. If we had Dele Alli, today's Dele Alli, we winning it, baby. We winning it. But we don't.
I just got sent
How many
off.
games did Dele Alli lose to Chelsea though?
What's that? That we don't. I actually, I kind of heard your question and I didn't want to, so I'm going to say I didn't hear you. But if we had Dele Alli, we would win. But we don't have Dele Alli, so I'm going to say a draw, 2-2, Desmond. Unless you do what you always do, which is, referee, can I have a penalty, please? Daddy,
fuck off,
my
man.
credit
Pull
card
the man's
limit.
hair before.
I maxed out my credit card, Daddy. Are you going to pay my
Who
credit
was
card bill,
the young
Daddy?
lad who fouled
Sorry.
Cole Palmer behind, man?
What?
Disrespectful.
Shouldn't do dumb fouls then. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe
Well,
we should be pulling on people's
I think
hairs.
I think one of them was deserved, actually, if I remember correctly, because I remember not being too upset about it. I was like, one
last
was,
one.
the other one was like, eh. Either way, at the end of the day, my real opinion, again, agendas aside, my real opinion is you should never, for good or bad, allow the referee to dictate a result. And if you do, that's your fault. Because if you're doing 50-50 challenges that could be a foul, could not be a foul, then you're opening the door for the ref to come in and watch you have sex. Don't. Just keep the door locked.
Cubed, we have uncomfortable conversations to have, but not now. Real Chris.
Wait, you're opening the door to let what? Have what?
You heard me. I did not stutter.
I think
Jacob. Actually, let me ask
Wrap
Marshall.
up. Prediction.
I know. Let me just ask Marshall. The part of America where Jacob's from, are they normally like this, or is this just a Jacob thing?
It's just a Jacob thing.
Oh,
How many
That's what
times you been
makes
to
Jacob.
Texas?
Makes
Actually, there's a lot of fucking lamos in Texas, I'll be honest.
I've never been to Texas.
Yeah. Jacob
Well,
is
I'll tell you
a
what, you
unique
could travel across the
individual.
beautiful God-given globe that we got here. You'll never find another me. I'm one of one. It's like what
No,
Kanye said
like-
about Kim Kardashian. There's a million
Trevor
of yous and only one of
from
me.
GTA. No.
No.
I
That's
don't think
TJ.
about Kim Kardashian.
TJ is more of Mike
TJ's
from that
Trevor.
game. No, you're more Trevor.
How the fuck am I Trevor? That dude is balding.
You know, not in appearance, but in personality.
Oh, okay. So you're saying I'm a meth head.
Not in
Isn't he a
style
meth
of
head?
living.
I
don't
wear
think he
fucking
is. I don't think he is,
piss-stained
actually.
white wife beaters. That's what you're saying.
You're fucking
don't get
crazy, is
started
what
petty
you're
bad
saying.
too. Don't get started.
You'll jump out of a plane you drove yourself. That's what I'm trying to say.
You know what?
Yeah,
You're
that's
right, Marshall. This is my fault. And let's get back to our predictions of what happened in the game.
Chris, your prediction.
I'm gonna say it's not gonna be easy. I don't think. To be honest, I think both teams are bad as each other in a sense. I think we'll go win 2-1 though, maybe 3-1, depending if Jackson starts. Maybe.
What are you picking though? 2-1, 3-1.
It's probably 2-1.
Okay.
We can
Brian,
see. No problem.
your prediction.
I'm going 4-1 Chelsea.
God damn.
I don't know about that, but hey, I would love it if it happens.
Both forwards are back.
I do agree with the comments.
This
I saw
game,
Rick
like,
C say a big win versus Chelsea could turn. That's what I'm saying. If we had Not even a big win. We just win versus Chelsea. My expectations for Europa might change.
Okay, yeah, it might boost morale as well, but we need to win more than you because we're competing for top 4. If we lose this game, we're not getting top 4.
You need to win more than me.
Okay. No, because like
You're like,
you're 14.
You're like, I need to pay my electric bill. I'm like, I don't even have a house.
Chris, they're fighting relegation. What are you?
No, because they're like 14th and we're like top 4. Like if we lose this game, we're not getting top 4. I don't think. I don't think
You don't need it more. You don't need it more. No, you
14,
don't
man.
need it
Chris,
more.
they've lost 15 times this season,
Bro.
No. Hey, hold on. Chris is a fraud, but I'll say this.
What? I'm lying.
I'll say this, right? I'll say this. With Spurs,
Yellow card.
even if you guys lose this game, you're not getting
You
relegated.
know what? You know what? You're right. You're right.
Hold on.
You give him the yellow card.
Hold on.
You're getting a yellow for saying we need to win more than Spurs.
All right,
No,
can
we
I-
do.
all right,
Fuck you,
all
then.
right, Can I speak?
Yes, go ahead, Brian.
Chris is a fraud, but I will say this: even
it's-
if when Spurs lose, like it won't matter because you're not getting relegated. You're fine.
Yeah, that's true.
So Chris is kind of right. We do need to win this.
No, I
'Cause
am
We
right.
actually need Champions League.
Yeah. I would just like to get a very big win away from home and take that momentum into the future.
We have a good record at the bridge, so I don't think it's gonna happen. Surprisingly, we have actually a decent record at the bridge, even though our fans hate us.
And especially versus Tottenham.
Yeah, exactly. My
But
prediction.
again, shout out Dele Alli for 2018.
No shout out to Diddley Alley. My prediction is going to be a 3-1 victory. I do think we're going to concede. It'd probably be a nice little Dominic Solanke header from a corner. I'll even put the cheeky.
Did you say Dele Alli 2015? Is that when Chelsea
No,
won the league in 2015? Nice.
No, I said
Dele Alli was even
2018.
at Spurs in 2015.
Oh, 2018.
It was the
Oh, is that
17-18
when-
season.
Oh, is that when Chelsea won Europa League? Nice.
All right. With that
Or
being said,
are you talking about the season when Chelsea won the FA Cup?
with that being said, I'm going to look for someone to redirect
Oh,
to.
yeah. Oh, can you redirect to the Hotspur Cave? I'm actually was supposed to be on here half an hour ago. So
Well, Jacob,
If
you
you're on
redirect
United
to the
Spurs of
Hotspur
America,
page.
I'm already redirecting to the show that I'm going on after this, which is on
Okay,
Spurs
'cause
Kings
I was gonna
TV.
direct to Carnage. Yeah. So
Well,
I'm redirecting to Football Carnage because I already committed to that before.
And I'm redirecting to where I'm going just to. Well, I don't really know why.
Did you say your score, Marshall, or I missed out?
3-1 because you never
Oh,
listen.
okay, you did say 3-1. I did hear 3-1.
He said Solanke header. Yeah.
Yep. But
But anyway, yeah, it's good. That was good fun. I enjoyed that.
I think that was fun. Yeah, Jacob. Obviously, for those of you on Jacob's channel, I'm Casually FC. You can find me on Casually FC on Twitter.
In
getting
the
angry at my
description of
own
the video.
Chelsea fans in the description down below and all that fun stuff. Jacob, shout yourself out for my channel, man.
Yeah, United Spurs of America. Probably going to rebrand to just ...
What did we say last time he was on here? What he's going to rebrand to? Does anyone remember?
No,
United Fuck of America. I don't know.
maybe that.
I don't remember. It was great though. I'll look back, guys. Definitely, if you want to have a laugh, look at the last time we previewed this game. It was absolute. Jacob was just losing his mind. Now he's at a point where he's come to terms, and he's.
You
at
can't
peace.
be manically
Yeah.
losing your mind all day, every day. Like, I have a family, so number one, I
exactly.
gotta like keep it together,
Yeah,
and number
yeah.
two, I just let the anger out in spurts, as you witnessed in the last hour, 20 minutes.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and the kangaroo helped a lot. That kangaroo went through a lot that stream. But yeah, big up to every single one of you. Be sure to smash up the like button. Be sure to subscribe. If you are on my channel, we do give shout outs at the end of every show to our proper casual and higher tier members, which is going to be TM 127 EE Dark Adrian A Solomon. Big up to you guys for your support. Big up to everyone on United Spurs of America. Same thing goes to you guys. Smash up the likes, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. We're going to be done here. Jacob is redirecting to where he's going to. I'm redirecting to
Spurs
Football
Kings
Carnage.
TV.
This is the raid message for those of you on my end.
And don't worry, if you feel like these Chelsea lads didn't give enough grief to Tottenham, I'm about to go hang out with Tottenham fans who will make sure that Tottenham get more grief than, Mrs. Jenner got when she was a he and hit someone with their car.
Oh my God. All right. Big up every single one of you. Been wonderful, Jacob. We got to do this again. It's nice to catch up as well. But
I like not having to be in charge of anything, but it still goes on my. That was nice. I can just stop talking and then y'all say something, because normally I'm like, all right, what am I saying next? And then trying to carry on.
Are you implying that that's the reason why she transitioned?
Well, it's just like I did allege it at the time. I said that was Jacob that hit that person with the car. I'm Jenna.
That's what he was alluding to. On that note, this is Casual FC. That's United Spurs of America. Subscribe, like, all that fun stuff. As always, guys, have a wonderful day. Stay casual. Peace.